Well, first and foremost, I want to clarify, Ibiza is not that happy holiday island in front of the Spanish coast. This is a little more, well, let's say, advanced. This IBISA stands for Inclusive Blockchain Insurance using space assets. And what that is? Well, it will accomplish at least mutual crop protection in Kenya, and that is what we are going to see now. As you may have noticed, also in Kenya, crop insurance is expensive, and it's quite tough to get along with the insurance companies, and it's difficult for farmers to have access to it. And the reason for that is that the current insurance model is not so well adapted to cope with smallholder farmers and low-income situations, and also with small crops and diversified crops in one particular field. And as a result of that, imagine 500 million farmers in the world are exposed to all sorts of weather risks and don't have sufficient protection. Well, the farmers in Mozambique, who are suffering at the moment from that terrible hurricane, are the first to share with you what the results are. It is not sustainable to have no solution for insurance. But that is exactly what we aim to offer and what we would like to do with you together in Kenya. What is IBISA? IBISA is, as you can see, a global risk-sharing mechanism. It is actually the traditional mutual group protection schemes that you have in the villages already existing, most commonly in Asia and Africa and Latin America, social benefit schemes, protection against all sorts of hardships. And what we do is include the blockchain technology with that, include Earth observation technology to do the assessments of losses in the fields by means of seeing whether there is a lack of water or an excess of water in the fields, and combine those technologies and old-fashioned mutual risk sharing to one solution called IBISA. Scaling it up to worldwide means that we can diversify the risks from Asia to Africa to Latin America. Those risks will never happen in the same time. And by sharing those risks and diversifying them globally, we don't need any reinsurance or insurance company. It can be done by farmers protecting farmers with the help of blockchain technology and Earth observation. And we are currently working already with 16 strategic partnerships worldwide, and we have deployed already in India with Dan Foundation working in the south of India, but this organization has access to 1.5 million households, all being low-income farmers. We are working currently in Niger, this organization called RBM, Réseau Vital Maroubé. They are representing their pastoralists as well as livestock breeders, the agro-pastoralists. And we will deploy by the end of the year with BRAC in Bangladesh and TULA, T-U-L-A-A, in Kenya. And TULA is an organization that provides, by means of technology, loans to farmers and other low-income manufacturers. So they help the value chain, and we want to be part of them to increase the resilience of the value chain and protect the members of TULA against all sorts of hardships. So what is our product? As I already said, it is an affordable protection, thanks to the fact that we have very low overhead, because we don't have a big insurance entity, we don't have reinsurance, we only have blockchain and Earth observation technology. It is transparent. We protect the crops against excess rains or lack of rain, so people know what it is and can understand what it is, and it answers to the real demands of the farmers. Of course, there are other hardships, like all sorts of pests, like the armyworm we have currently here in Africa, but we just want to start by, well, let's say, the two major risks, drought or excess rain. It is mobile and instant. The farmers pay their contribution to the blockchain group of farmers by means of their mobile. They will receive their compensation for the losses also via their mobile, and they don't have to make claims. They don't have to fill forms. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to send SMS. They just will receive the money when they have a loss, and that can be done due to the fact that we will constantly see what the situation is on Earth by means of that Earth observation. So we don't need to hear from them that they have a loss. We already saw it because the satellites have seen it, and we have made a deduction through our blockchain technology that that happened in that particular region for that particular group of farmers. So we cover them group-wise, not so much individual. Of course, they are individual members of IBISA, but we cover them group-wise in small pockets of areas where we can monitor from the satellite what the situation is. So our product is open, simple. Farmers are onboarded in IBISA, but with the help of local partners. As I said, we need people on the ground. In Kenya, that will be Tula, but it will be a lot of other enablers as well, and they can be NGOs, they can be cooperatives working with farmers, they can be value chain intermediaries like Tula, they can be everything everywhere. Providers of seeds, providers of fertilizer, even insurance companies who want to have access to, well, let's say the bottom of the pyramid and the big market that is at the bottom of the pyramid, but don't have the intermediaries to go there. So we are providing our services to anyone. The farmer's plot will be entered into the system, and from that, the Earth observation starts to see whether there is excess rain or drought. They pay regularly via their mobile phone, via mobile money. That can be done weekly, can be done monthly, can be done daily, can be done annually, whatever they prefer. And based on the frequency that they pay, their the contribution needs to be frequent. If they are less frequent because they have an illness, because they have some sort of whatever other reason not to have their land worked on, they can stop payments, but then if they have a loss, they will receive less payout. And as I said, the payout is proportional according to what they have contributed.